So we're going to talk about 4 verses that are extremely important to you as a believer who goes on the internet. So today we're going to be talking about James 3 verse 1, Hebrews 13 verse 17, and 2 other ones. You're going to enjoy it. Here we go. So James 3 verse 1 says this: "Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers, because you know that those who teach will be judged more strictly." Well, on the internet, anyone can become a teacher, and that's kind of crazy. So keep that in mind as we read these next verses. Hebrews 13 verse 17 says, "Obey your leaders and submit to them," or obey your elders and submit to them, "for they watch over your souls as those who must give an account. To this end, allow them to lead with joy, not with grief, so that for that would be of no advantage to you." So what it's saying is this: not everyone should become a teacher, because if you teach something that isn't accurate, you are held to a more higher accountability with God's judgment. And that's totally just. Jesus says something about, the blind leading the blind, right? And something like that. So, yikes. That's a big deal in Christianity and with the internet. So I'm definitely wondering what your thoughts are on that. But we have 2 more verses. We have 1 Timothy 4 verse 12, which says, "Let no one despise your youth, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." So there's this idea where, TikTok and Instagram and all these social media platforms that are primarily dominated by the younger generation, they need teachers, they need wisdom, they need Jesus. But the thing is we only have youthful leaders to teach. So now we have this problem, is that not everyone should become teachers, but now we only have the youth. And so Paul says in 1 Timothy, "Hey, Timothy, my boy, you're a young one, go teach. And let no one look at you in your youth as something to be shameful for." So, my friends, this is my last verse for you. It's this. 1 Peter 3 verse 15 says, "But in your hearts sanctify Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give a defense to anyone who asks you the reason for the hope that is in you, and respond with gentleness and respect." So my friends, don't be scared to tell your testimony. Don't be scared to teach, but understand that teaching is liable to a higher form of judgment. Now, my friends, you know Jesus Christ. You know the way, the truth, and the life, and that no one comes to the Father except through Him. So go. Teach that. Spread the gospel. Share the good news. And be bold. But understand that all teaching is held to a higher judgment. Thank you.